Recently, in my first 30 days eBay dropshipping, I generated over $1,200 of sales, and ever since that video, a lot of you guys have been asking me for a step-by-step plan of how to do this business model. From creating an eBay account, to finding winning products, to getting sales, and dealing with some of the hurdles of this business model. But first, we're going to start with some bad news. Just 6 hours after the release of my last eBay dropshipping video, I got a message from eBay saying my account has been permanently suspended and all of my listings have been removed. Now, I don't mean to go all Alex Jones conspiracy mode on you guys.
I'm kind of retarded.
But I can't help but think one person who saw my last eBay dropshipping video snitched and reported my account to eBay. The timing between the release of the video and my account being banned is just way too suspicious. Now, I've been banned on eBay multiple times in the past for infractions like selling fake AirPods or fake Gucci, so there's a good chance it's just a coincidence that I was banned right after the release of the eBay dropshipping video, but I'm not too sure. People build successful businesses eBay dropshipping all the time, and although eBay doesn't technically allow dropshipping from sites like Walmart or Amazon, they do allow dropshipping from sites like AliExpress or CJ Dropshipping, since these are considered wholesale suppliers. eBay just prefers you don't dropship from retailers, although people get away with it all the time. So before we get into my new plan of how I'm going to navigate around this eBay ban, how about we call customer service and ask them why my account was suspended in the first place?
Hi, thank you so much for taking the call. This is eBay customer service. What can I resolve for you today, sir?
So I just got an email from eBay saying that my account was suspended, so I just wanted to check what the reason for that was.
Upon reviewing, we have decided not to remove the suspension of your account. Your account will remain suspended permanently.
Wait.
And in addition to this, any other accounts you own or associated on this account will also be suspended or restricted.
Let me ask you, what was the reason for the ban?
For the specific reason, sir, we cannot disclose any information about it because we don't want our policy to be circumvented or manipulated by anyone. So the only thing that we can provide you is the final decision of this case, which is permanently suspended.
eBay couldn't tell me the reason for the ban, but here's how I plan to get around it. For this video, we are going to be partnering with my friend David, who will be a 10% stakeholder in the company in exchange for the eBay account being connected to his name. Then end of the year, when it comes tax time, we'll have to figure that out. Now, in case you're curious how that call went, here's what I did. So David, you know how I've been working on that whole eBay dropshipping thing? So I recently ran it for a month, got $1,200 in sales, and eBay banned my account. I don't think it was for dropshipping. I think it's because I've been banned on eBay in the past. So I was wondering, how would you feel about partnering on a store if it was in your name and we do a partnership on it?
Let's do it, but what does BANNED mean?
I've been banned!
I'm a little confused.
What does BANNED mean?
But for those of you who aren't banned on eBay, setting up an account is as easy as going to ebay.com and clicking create an account. Then you can choose between a business and a personal page. A business page is considered the safer option. You'll be allowed to list more items without eBay getting suspicious and imposing as many seller limits on you. But as long as you plan to scale up your business slowly, only listing maybe 5 or 10 items per day, a personal page should be just fine. You can also always upgrade to a business page later on. So for now, the personal page option is what we're going to go with. And I'm also going to keep my page name hidden so none of you are able to report me. With our account created, we have the option to sign up for an eBay store, which is a monthly subscription that can lower your seller's fees and allow you to list more items for free every single month. For eBay dropshipping, you'll eventually want to switch to the starter plan for $4.95 monthly. You'll get an additional 250 free listings every month. Then once you really start to scale, the basic store subscription costing $21.95 monthly gives you slightly lower eBay fees on sales outlined in this screenshot, and you can list up to 1,000 items for free every single month. Getting an eBay store subscription is again something we can always upgrade to later. So for now, we're going to go with the free plan that gives us 250 free listings every month. Now, to get started researching and listing products, the first method I'm going to show you is completely free. All you have to do is go to a supplier website like walmart.com, and now that we're on Walmart, we are going to click on departments, then under savings, click on shop all savings. This is going to show us products on Walmart that are currently being discounted, meaning it might give us some extra margin to sell the item for a higher price on eBay and also find some dropshipping accounts. Now, back on Walmart's website, one of the products in this category that catches my eye is this green and blue 4-piece outdoor furniture set. We are going to copy and paste this listing title into eBay, and boom, we already found a few sellers dropshipping this item. You'll notice they're selling it for about a $50 to $70 markup from what it's going for on Walmart. It might take you a few tries of copy and pasting Walmart listings into eBay before you find a dropshipper, but you guys can see on our first try, we found quite a few, including this profile that has 17,000 reviews and 62,000 items sold. Now to see what items this guy is actually selling successfully, we're going to copy and paste his username into eBay Advanced Search and search by seller. Then we are going to click on sold items. Now you can see what items this guy is actually selling every single day. Then by copy and pasting some of the sold listings into Google, I was able to find the suppliers they were dropshipping from for a profit. Like for example, I found this rowing machine this guy is selling for $237.32 on eBay, and it's going for $172.99 on Walmart. That's a profit of $28.73 per unit after expenses. I found 9 more products from the seller like this, copy and pasting the supplier links to a Google Doc. We are officially at our first 10 listings. The eBay dropshipping business is making a comeback, baby. And to finish the day, I had a quick staff meeting with my friend David. Do you have any product ideas that you think would be good to list?
College back to school stuff, desks, and like even monitors and lights for the desk and like stuff like that is huge right now, especially being in school. I think this is the time of year everyone's going for that.
Another cool product I found is those height boosting shoes. Have you seen those on TikTok?
Yes, I have seen those. I know a guy that would definitely love to use those.
We're now a few days into setting up this business, and here's an update on how we're listing products. Right now we're on the website ZIK Analytics. It's a product research software you can use to find top selling products on eBay to dropship. Like for example, these L-chlorine free ultra thin panty liners have been sold by someone over 30 times for $15.91 per unit, and a similar product is going for $8.97 each on Walmart. That's a profit of $4.55 per sale after expenses. And when you're listing products like this, make sure you copy all of the information from the supplier's website, not the other guy who's selling it on eBay. This prevents any chance that he's selling a slightly different product than you, and it results in the buyer being unhappy and wanting a return. We are going to get more into returns and how to deal with other potential issues with eBay dropshipping soon, but for now, let's reveal our sales so far. After selling a total of 5 items with 1 unfortunate cancellation and 55 listings total, we're sitting at $90.66 in sales. Not bad for the first few days of this page. Now the margins with eBay dropshipping are unfortunately very low. As you guys can see, for these 2 packs of Starbucks roast we sold, we got proceeds of $19.19 from eBay, and our total cost on Walmart's website came out to $15.72. That's a profit of just $3.47 per unit, or a profit margin of 18%. There is a way to boost your profit margin 2 or 3% on every sale and also help with cash flow when you're eBay dropshipping, and that's by signing up for a credit card. The one I use is the Capital One Quicksilver, but you guys can obviously use whichever card you'd like. Mine gives you a $200 sign up bonus when you spend your first $500 on the card and 2% cash back on everything you buy. Just make sure to pay the credit card off after you get paid by eBay to avoid any interest charges. I'll be sure to leave a link for the credit card I use down below in the description, along with the other software we're going to use later in this video. And keep in mind that these companies aren't sponsoring this video, but these links are affiliate links. Back to doing product research on ZIK Analytics, you can also search through this list they have of hot dropshippers in the last 30 days, where they use algorithms to identify eBay accounts dropshipping that are getting a lot of sales. And when you click on one of the usernames, you can see it gives a detailed breakdown showing what items they're selling, how many units sold in the last 30 days, and how many of that listing sold in total. Then off to the side, for some of the products, the software is able to find the supplier link of where this page might be dropshipping from. Like for example, this replacement belt for a vacuum has been sold by the seller 209 times and 21 times in the last 30 days, and it's being dropshipped from Amazon for a $5.74 profit after eBay fees. This is definitely a product that would be good to list. ZIK Analytics definitely isn't something you have to upgrade to right away, but it definitely makes product research for eBay dropshipping a lot faster rather than doing it the manual way I showed you earlier in this video. Now getting into some of the potential issues with this business model, buyers returning items does happen. And I'm about to show you guys how to deal with this, because when you open my front door, you guys can see I got a package at my doorstep. And this is actually a return I got from a past buyer on my eBay dropshipping store. And in case you guys are curious if buyers are ever confused getting an Amazon package when they ordered from eBay, the truth is it does happen occasionally, but the reason I don't think it's too big of a deal is there's a lot of people dropshipping on eBay, and when you go to the reviews on their profile, they do have the occasional review of people calling them out for dropshipping, but it's a very small percentage of the overall people who order. So although some buyers will be confused, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Now I don't know the reason for the return, since that account was banned on eBay and I'm unable to see any of the messages, but it was for these dock cleats for a boat I was selling from Amazon. To process the return request, I'm simply going to go to our item on Amazon, click return or replace items, then it's going to ask for the reason for the return. Usually here I just repeat the same thing the buyer said, but in our case, since we don't really know, I'm just gonna put no longer need. And since Amazon has a pretty lax return policy, all I need to do now is drop the item off at my nearest Whole Foods, and then we're set to go. The reason the return went so smoothly is the return policy on my eBay store matches the return policy for my suppliers' websites like Walmart or Amazon, and to set this up, all you have to do is on eBay, hover over your name and click on account settings. Then you're gonna scroll down and click on business policies. And as you guys can see, I already have a shipping policy created for Walmart, which has free shipping, no international shipping at all. And that includes US territories like Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico, since Walmart often raises the prices for them or doesn't ship there at all. I added in a 3-day handling period to give me some buffer so I don't get hit with any late shipments on my eBay record. But now for the return policy, I added in free 60-day returns for any reason, since Walmart has a 90-day return policy, but the max you can do on eBay is 60 days. I'm also using the same exact policy for all of my Amazon orders as well, since Amazon and Walmart have very similar rules. But a supplier who has much different and less customer-friendly rules is AliExpress, or pretty much any product you're going to be dropshipping from China. On this business policies page, you want to have a completely different set of rules for Chinese source products. So we are going to create a shipping policy and title it Shipping from China so that we know
it comes from China.
Now, under the services section, we are going to select economy shipping from outside the US for 11 to 23 business days. We're also going to click offer additional services and select speed pack economy. This has 8 to 12 day delivery, and we're going to charge $2.97 for this service, along with 97 cents per additional item. This lets you make more money on customers who want faster shipping times without really doing anything extra, since the product will almost always arrive within that 8 to 12 day window, especially if you also account for handling time, which, by the way, we are going to set at 5 days for China, since a lot of suppliers take a while to provide tracking information. Now, for international shipping, obviously AliExpress provides that, so we are going to select economy shipping from Greater China to worldwide and select the areas Canada, Europe, the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Japan, and Australia. Leave the other areas blank, we'll get to them later. Then we are going to click offer additional services and select standard shipping from Greater China to worldwide instead of economy like before, but we're going to charge $2.97 for this, plus 97 cents per additional unit. Again, this allows us to make more money. Next, AliExpress does charge for shipping to certain countries, so to account for this, we are going to select offer additional services once again, clicking economy shipping from Greater China to worldwide, and select North and South America, Mexico, Brazil, and Russian Federation. We're going to charge $4.97 for the shipping, plus $3.97 per additional unit. Scrolling down, we are going to click will ship worldwide on this next drop-down option, and for the exclude shipping locations list, some Chinese suppliers don't ship to Alaska, US protectorates, and this APO/FPO option, and then also China and Hong Kong. Now the shipping policy is set to go. And the last thing we have to do is our Chinese return policy, which is accepting returns within 30 days paid by the buyer, and they offer money back or replacement. Then for international shipping, it's the same thing. Having all of these policies in place will really limit the potential issues you'll encounter when eBay dropshipping, but even with all of this in place, you might still encounter some problems. Like, for example, I recently had to cancel an order because I didn't realize the item was out of stock on the supplier's website. Checking your listings every day to see if the supplier still has the item in stock is kind of difficult and somewhat annoying, but luckily I found a better solution. Once you start making a little bit of money from your eBay business, you can invest in software like AutoDS, where you can automatically sync your eBay listings with the supplier link, and they notify you if your item is out of stock, so you can quickly update the listing before someone buys from you. Canceling orders affects your seller standing on eBay, so you either have to be using software or manually checking your listings every single day. Another cool thing about softwares like this is it makes product listing a lot easier. Like, for example, if I wanted to sell this 99-cent car charger from AliExpress on eBay, I could easily do so by copy and pasting the link into our software, and boom, just like that, it makes you a basic outline for an eBay listing, and with a couple quick edits, you can post it to your page. With that being said, guys, our eBay store 2.0 is officially set up with nearly 60 listings on it. And as I keep scaling this business with more listings on my page and hopefully bring in some sales, I will have a 60-day update video on my eBay dropshipping journey coming soon. All of the links will be down below for the software or credit card I use, so be sure to check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.